James, this is twofold. One, I'm curious. After Kevin left, you guys almost immediately went on an 11-0 run, and I think you had all 5 assists and all 5 baskets. Was that something in your mind where you consciously decided, all right, this game might need me at this juncture, or was that kind of just the way the game played out?
A little bit of both. I already had, I feel like was being aggressive, especially in that third quarter. We found something that we liked to play, so I just continued the same play. It was initially supposed to run a play for Kevin out of the timeout, but then whatever happened. And so we just had to, go back to what was working. Guys made plays. I was trying to be aggressive, and we basically closed the game out.
And second, to follow up, you talked about you were being aggressive, and as you were also on Friday. I'm curious. Earlier in the season, I know we're early, but is it fair to say that you might have been hunting for like the mismatches? In other words, hunting for the guy to pick on, a little much, and then now you're just attacking whoever's in front of you?
I'm just playing. And I think the confidence and just my rhythm and all that's coming back, simultaneously together. And it feels much, much better. I kind of knew that I was going to have a slow start just because I wasn't, playing a lot. But I knew the work was going to catch up, and ultimately I was going to get back to where I need to be. So game by game, I'm just feeling better, more confident, extra pep in my step. Just overall, much better.
And prior to the game, Steve said that as high as your IQ is, that sometimes it's good not to overthink the game and just to play. Is that how you would explain your efficiency these past 2 games? Is that you're just letting it come more naturally?
Yeah, I just feel more free. My body is allowing me to do things that it's used to doing. So earlier and even later in the season last year, I was relying on my IQ a lot, and I feel like now it's just being aggressive, being assertive, and then the IQ is just automatically going to be there. So whether it's getting to the basket, whether it's coming off a pick and roll, being aggressive, whether it's isolation, being aggressive and taking what the defense gives me, just don't overthink the game. Just go out there and just be myself.
James, you found DeAndre a couple times going to the basket. He's been playing it a little bit more lately. He's an aggressive guy. How does he fit in terms of being somebody that you can look for? Not just DB, but everybody. I think just the more we on the floor with each other and knowing, the tendencies and what our team like to do, and individually, and even just the connection with Patty. Him coming off the shake-up actions and finding him for shots. LaMarcus in the pick and roll. DB, his athleticism, his creativity as far as his pace offensively. Just all of us collectively, I think we're meshing, and as games go on, we will continue to get better and continue to be more efficient.
At the start of that second quarter, James, Steve went with, I think, Javon, Patty, DeAndre, and Bruce. Yeah. Just what do you see from those 4 guys when they're on the floor together? Just
ball movement, aggressive defensively, being active, being in passing lanes, and offensively just, pushing the pace, using their bodies to cut, and then knocking down an open shot. I think LaMarcus is out there as well, so who's very, very good at pick and rolls and able to create some spacing as well. But through the course of, especially in the beginning, Steve was trying to find different lineups, and tonight, we missed Sapp and Nick, and so guys just got to figure it out and play and play as we go on. But I think tonight we did a really good job on both ends.
Tom took my first question on DeAndre. On Kevin's Instagram pregame, that looked like multiple members of the Nets athletic staff dressed up as James Harden for Halloween. Did you see that?
Yeah, it surprised me when I walked in the training room. I don't know why Kevin posted that. I just asked him that. Was that him? Yeah. That's cursive.
James, Steve had just said that because you guys were preparing to go into the season with one group, but then had to kind of adapt on the fly, you guys are still a long ways away from being where you guys want to be or what you can be. 7 games into the season, I guess, how far are you away from that? Well, what with this current group of what you can be, or how much have you shown what you guys can do?
We've shown some signs of being a really good team. We're nowhere near where we would like to be, but we show some signs that we're capable, more than capable of being really good. We're not even good, being great on both ends of the ball. But there's a lot of things that has to lead up to that, and we got to figure it out as we go. Principles and who's great at what, and it's a lot that goes into it. But that's the beauty of it. We have a long season to figure it out, and we're preparing for once we get to the postseason that all that will come together, and we know each other like the back of our hands, and we're ready for a great push. So these games, we're going to use these games to improve, get better, and build confidence in one another, and that's what it's about.